Anger is one of the most deepest emotions that can have so much resentfulness. And I really want to go over in today's video on the top 3 ways that you can actually release anger out of the body at any time of your day in seconds. Welcome back, beautiful souls, to the channel. I'm Chica, your conscious mentor, and today I'm going to be going over how you can release anger outside of the body in seconds using 3 top ways that I use it, and I also help other people heal through anger. This is something that has come up this morning where I was like, you know what, this would make a perfect video, and I love how Spirit always shares this. I woke up this morning feeling like this energy of like anger coming up, and it's been something that I've been working with a lot. And usually this anger comes into the masculine, the wounded masculine a lot of the times, and it's very important that we move it into the body. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 3 simple, easy, quick ways that you can release anger any time of the day, at work, at home, anytime. And it will literally change the way that you feel whenever you feel like something is you just need to release it and you don't know how to. So I cannot wait for this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like and subscribe, as well as put notification bells. I do weekly videos for you amazing, beautiful souls. And also, if you feel called to go deeper into this healing and would love to learn more about how you can help you expand consciously through shadow work, don't forget to join the Conscious Shadow Rebirth program. It will be down below. It is an 8-week program where we go deep into plant medicine. We go into, understanding about the inner child, releasing anger and other emotions, and so much more. So definitely something that would be lovely for you if you are looking into really getting to the deeper work. Today's subscriber of the day is The Priestess. Thank you so much for being here, being part of this amazing family. Let's get into releasing anger. So the first thing I want to share with you guys is anger is something that needs to move out of the body. And I know that sometimes if we have been in an environment, personally, coming from personal experience, I was in an environment as I was younger that anger wasn't something that I was allowed to share like visually, and it was almost like I had to quiet it down. And maybe you've had the same experience. Maybe it was a partner, an ex-partner, it could be a situation at work that you just felt this anger come in and you just didn't know how to shift it. And usually people who have a lot of anger tend to have a lot of blocks within our throat. And if we aren't able to release anger, then are we actually stating our truth? And this is where anger is kind of understanding the layer. It's the first layer of the consciousness when we're releasing it. Behind anger is sadness and grief. So usually when I work with people and I do healings, if I see anger, I know that there is sadness and grief behind that, and that is the root core of what you need to heal. So for us to get through the energy, we need to work through it. And I can't stress, once we're able to release it in an environment where we feel good, feel in our being, it could be in your bedroom, it could be in your sacred space where you meditate, wherever it is, it can really help you release. So I just wanted to start telling you guys this. You have permission to release anger, and anger is good for you to release it in a safe space like your own here. So the first way that you can release anger is one of my favorite ways, and I actually brought the prop with me today to share with you guys, and it is pillow screaming. Pillow screaming is so powerful, and if you can do this with deep breaths and just screaming into the pillow, this is not only going to help you breathe deeper in meditations, allow you to feel less anxious, but you're going to just feel like someone just released so much out of you. And when we release our anger, we're going into the depth of our emotion, into our diaphragm, into our stomach. And that stomach area, our sacral, our solar plexus, is where we hold a lot of anger. When someone told us who we were and we felt like we were not that being, that is our I am, that is our solar plexus. That is, how did someone judge us and did that make us angry? How did they judge our younger self? How did they judge me at work? How did they judge me in a relationship? That is the solar plexus. Then we have the sacral, where that comes in with a lot of people who've experienced trauma, anger at the person who caused this trauma, which is completely valid. But how do we release it? How do we feel safe? And it starts with a pillow. So I'm going to join with you guys here. What you'll need is a little pillow like this, simple, nothing crazy. And we're going to actually do some pillow screams. We're going to do 3 pillow screams together. So just taking a deep breath in and screaming into the pillow, expanding and releasing out through the diaphragm. Deep breath in, expanding the stomach, and screaming and releasing into the pillow. Deep breath in and release. And just putting the pillow aside, keeping your eyes closed, taking a deep breath in, exhaling out. Oh. Deep breath in, exhaling out. Oh. Deep breath in, exhaling out. Oh. I feel like fire energy. I feel so relaxed. I feel this energy of presence, of control of my emotion. I feel fire, which is what we are suppressing when we're not releasing anger, is the fire element. And again, this is something that happens when we have been in a space where we have seen someone in their wounded masculine being angry and releasing their pain, and we're fearing to release our emotions, when we've been gaslighted, when we've gone through traumas, all types of traumas, emotionally, physically, mentally. When we have felt like we could not speak our truth in a safe space. When we scream into that pillow, we are activating the throat. We are allowing it to come out, and you might even hear a sound shift. Like just talking to you guys, I feel like this like energy, like woo, like I can feel heat in my solar sacral area. I can feel heat in this part of my body. Like it's so activating. Let me know down below in the comment section, how are you guys feeling after that? Because I feel fire. The great thing about it too is I love pillow screaming because we tend to have judgment that comes in. And this will be important into the other practices as well. And when we are screaming into the pillow, I really encourage you to release judgment and to just fully come out. Now, I do go through a lot of breath, whether it is in my live meditations and also my healings. And breath is so important for us to honor and really surrender. So just make sure when you're taking a deep breath in, anytime you're breathing, you're expanding the stomach, you're expanding the womb like a pregnant person. You're expanding as wide as you can. And when you're releasing, you're deflating it. And I know in society, we're so used to walking around, especially us ladies, where we're sucking in our stomach all the time. This is a time for us to relax, to allow our emotions to completely surrender in its being. So this is beautiful. You will notice that you're sounding better in meditations. You will notice that you are fiery. You're going to say your truth. It's just a quick way that only 3 times, just doing that 3 times, you see a big difference. Now, keep in mind, people are going to ask, Chica, how many times do you have to scream in the pillow? It depends on you. If you feel like you need to do it for 5 minutes, do it for 5 minutes. Listen to your body and where it feels right. Follow your intuition. Number 2, shaking and moving the body. This is one of my favorite practices, and I do it a lot whenever I do healing circles, whenever I do it with myself. And it is something I want to go into deeper in my healing. So if you are interested in going more into releasing this anger, getting to the root of your sadness and grief, I do have one-on-one mentoring. So you can check that out down below if you're interested in that. But let's get into what you can do right now and getting into those top things, because this is so powerful. The next thing is dancing. So moving the body, moving the hips specifically, is a great way to do it. But literally just shaking your whole body. If you're just to shake, I know my camera's moving right now, but just shake like this. Just shaking your whole body. I'm sitting right now, but you would stomp your feet, you would shake your body, you would shake your feet, you would shake the whole energy. Shaking energy brings that fire element, and we need that. Like, I'm talking to you guys, I'm just feeling so fiery. But we're just gonna release it. So shaking out that stagnant energy. Most likely this is great for people because when we don't feel safe to state our truth, because we're scared of those emotions, of that shadow being, and that creates anger, repressed emotions. What happens with repressed emotions? That's where people have digestive issues. That's where people have issues with their throat, phlegm, like all of these things. We have to understand working inside out with shadow work is so important. That's why became an energy healer because I understood that if I wasn't able to work with my emotions and what I was holding inside, I would actually be causing physical damage, like diseases, cancer. That's how a lot of people get sick, is because we repress so much pain, and it creates so many things. You know, I've seen women have infertility issues, I've seen people who've recovered from cancer, diseases, and when they got into the energy work, they've actually, shifted it, which is crazy. It's beautiful. So shaking the body is moving, and it's also clearing your aura. Our auric field is this ball, this kind of bubble. We have various layers for every chakra, and it's essentially the energy that you present to the world externally, right? And sometimes when we have a lot of judgment from others, when we feel a lot of like guilt and shame and lack of love and all of those like energies, when our chakras are imbalanced, we can actually feel like issues, not really issues, but I would say blocks within the auric field. We can feel that it's a little bit less cleansed. So sometimes when I work with someone, I can see their auric field, and sometimes their heart chakra is less green, it's not vibrant, or sometimes their throat is less blue, it's not like a bright blue, it's like a darker blue, and that usually says that they need clearing and cleansing. So again, this is great if you feel that you need to protect your energy, if there are blockages, if you feel that there's anger towards someone, especially if you're in the house with someone, which again, there are ways to protect your energy when you're in the home. This is one of them, because that's going to create that anger, whether that's your parents, your partner, whoever it is. Shaking the body is going to be so powerful for you. Listen to some shamanic drumming if you want to. You can listen to the Kali. If you look up Kali, she's the goddess of destruction, and such a powerful goddess. Like, she has allowed me to completely honor my dark, deep space, where that darkness where we are scared of, that part of us where we don't want to heal, that part of us that we try to shun and run away from, she honors it and tells you, you are allowed to embrace it. Let your inner sacral Shakti, like your inner, we all have that, by the way, her, him, yeah, they, all of them, Shakti, just releasing that all completely and shifting it out of our being and our essence. When we can do that, everything is honored. Everything is honored in our emotions. So please, 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 I encourage you to do this. In the mornings is great. As soon as you feel that anger, just like shake it out, shake your body and listen. And when you're breathing, deep breath in through the nose and sounding, exhaling out. And if you do that pillow screaming and then do this, you are gonna be like, by anger, like it's shifting. It's gonna shift so much. Number 3, this is the third one, and it is so great to do. I don't do it as often, but I have seen the impact of people that I've recommended to, and it is my intention to do it more because it does create a lot of patience and allows you to honor the anger with patience, and that is fire gazing. Putting a candle on and actually gazing and being that energy and breathing with the essence of the fire. So remember, anger is the element of fire energy. It allows us to release our fire, and sometimes we don't have that energy as much because of lack of self-confidence or feeling judged, or usually anything that's related to our solar plexus blocks, anything that's blocking your solar plexus and your sacral here. And in that case, because we have this fear base in our womb, in our diaphragm, in our gut, it actually causes our communication to be blocked. So when we are breathing with the fire, it can be so powerful. And as you breathe with the fire, I want you to work with the shadow work prompt. What is my truth? Why am I scared to state my truth? And see what comes out as you sound. So important to get the healing. I need you to move that body. I need you to move that energy, sounding the breath. Right? So we're staring with it. We're asking, why am I feeling scared? And it could be simply just a memory that comes up where your parents scold you for something, and after that your inner child decided that I am not going to say the truth about this. I'm going to lie more because I was around people who lied, or maybe I was trained to lie because I was scared of my truth. That is also a part of anger that could be blocked here. So keep in mind with the fire, it's so powerful. I've seen people shift so much. and allow any textures of emotions to come up. If that is sadness, if that is crying, if that is anything, just let it come through and completely surrender it. Please, please, please surrender it, because it is going to help you so much. I can't stress it enough. So I really hope you guys enjoyed those 3 ways to release anger and how you can release anger out of the body in seconds. Literally all of those things, if you do it back to back in that order, it's going to make such a big difference. Let me know how you feel after doing this, whether you've done this while we were doing the video or we're going to do it after. Come back to this channel, maybe refresh, watch the tips, but also see how you feel. Like, journal that out. I always say that it's one thing to know what we have to work on in shadow work, but it's another thing to actually write it down, put that energy, and work with that feedback that spirit, universe, and your own and energy and your shadow work is giving you. And that is the honoring of the anger. It's honoring the shadow of our truths, even if we are so scared to release it, because that's all that we know, and we are relearning those habits through the beauty of anger and releasing it. So thank you so much, guys, for being part of this video. I hope it really helped you out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, as well as put notification bells so you don't miss a video, and feel free to share with any friends, family, or people that you feel like this might really help. Just allow them to honor their throat. Empaths, you guys too, releasing that. Any healers, light workers, this is important for us, because it's normal to have anger and we need to honor it when it comes in waves. Okay, love you so much. Enjoy those 3 tips, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.